In a stunning legal twist, the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that a Maryland man wrongly deported to El Salvador must be returned to the United States. Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a 29-year-old Salvadoran national, was mistakenly deported due to what the government now concedes was an administrative error. He was sent to Seco, a notorious mega prison in El Salvador, despite having been granted protection by an immigration judge who recognized that Garcia faced a serious threat of persecution from gangs in his home country. The Supreme Court's decision came down unanimously, 9-0. While the justices declined to block the lower court's order that the U.S. government must facilitate and effectuate Garcia's return, they also noted that the district judge may have overstepped her authority. Still, the justices made it clear Garcia has a right to be brought back. Now, the Justice Department must explain to Maryland District Judge Paula Zinnes what steps it's taking to correct this grave mistake. Judge Zinnes demanded answers by Friday morning, but the government requested an extension until Tuesday evening. That request sparked another controversy, because it turns out the attorneys filing on behalf of the Justice Department aren't even registered to practice law in Maryland. In the meantime, Garcia's legal team accuses the government of delaying and defying court orders, at the risk of a man's safety and life. His lawyer, Simon Sandoval Moschenberg, praised the Supreme Court's decision, saying simply, "The rule of law prevailed." The Trump administration, which had appealed the original court order, continues to argue that federal judges have no authority to dictate foreign policy, a domain, it says, reserved for the president. The administration also alleges Garcia is affiliated with MS-13, a claim his lawyers firmly deny. Whether the U.S. will successfully bring Garcia back, and how quickly, remains uncertain.
President of El Salvador is coming to the White House on Monday. Does President Trump want him to bring Kilmar Abrego Garcia with him?
The Supreme Court made their ruling last night very clear that it's the administration's responsibility to facilitate the return, not to effectuate the return. I believe the Department of Justice just filed another brief in the lower court. I would defer you to that for any updates. But as you mentioned, President Bukele will be here at the White House on Monday to talk about the cooperation that is at an all-time high. And we very much appreciate President Bukele and El Salvador's cooperation and the repatriation of El Salvadorian gang members who the previous administration allowed to infiltrate our country.